Welcome to the 5-point series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 14th of August 1965, which is just over a month on from the end of the last video. And since that ending, I've been kind of thinking a little bit about how to drive this series forward, because we've kind of got into a point of stagnation simply because it's taking ages to build out all this area here. You can see I'm trying to build up a little bit of reserve cash, but you can see that we're actually losing a little bit of money at the moment, mainly because I'm trying to push forward with a couple of buildings. Now, to give you an update where we are, we've managed to finish this building, but there's no one to actually move in because we've got no surplus population at the moment. And we're getting a few more escapees as well, which is a little bit of a cause for concern. But what I'm trying to do is push forward with this. And also, I'm still kind of tackling this problem with lack of workers. So what I've done is I've put in another Jade apartment here. This is on high priority, because I think I'm going to need to do is just get more workers into this area. And that's going to be a little bit of a problem. You can see the bricks coming in here. And what should happen is that if I build this apartment, because most of the surplus will be coming from this area, this apartment should fill up relatively quickly. And then what that means is we'll get more workers out to here to get things done. Now, the other area where I do definitely want to work, and what I've done is I've kind of thought about the problem of getting out over here. So what I've done is I've downgraded all these roads here to gravel. And that means I've had to change this roundabout, and I've kind of put a bit of gravel road in the roundabout. And you can see I've pushed it all the way through to the actual coal mine, which is right over here. And the reason for doing this is that because of the problems with asphalt, I think once we break through and get onto this road here, I want to push through as hard as possible. In fact, we'll just accept it now. I only left it in template mode so you could actually see what I've done. And then what I'm going to do is, and we'll probably hopefully do this in this part, is start planning a work camp out here, so that rather than trying to build up, spending a lot of time trying to build this town up at long range, what we're going to do is build a work camp out here. And then this will be an outstation, one to both build this town up, also to start putting together the coal mine. And of course, what we're then going to have to also do is push out to get to the iron mine, which is up here. So what I'm looking to do is get some kind of heavy industry in this area, which will be close enough for this town to provide the workforce. So we'll be putting in a work camp here. But before that, we just need to go round and show you a couple of things that are going on. I've pushed up the priority on this because I think it's time to get this built, simply because I'm just going to speed the game up because we're just in this grind phase. Because what I want to do is possibly get rid of this, but we're going to get some more, get this waste separation plant out, and because what that means is the workers that are coming into here can then be focused on this bus platform here, which will spread the load around here. We are pushing out this way as well. Looks like we're actually getting multiple excavators coming here. Yeah, the game's doubling up the excavators. That's okay, because I want that built. Now, another focus I've thought about is that I do need to get this road built out this way. So I'm trying to get this finished, because we do need to get this area online as well, which is our biofuel plant. That's all part of the biofuel plant. And then over here we got a brickworks. But to do that, we need to get the workforce into this area. And what I've not realised is, yeah, stop telling me the loyalty is too low. I know where it is. It's in here. We just got a very low average loyalty here and here, because I've just spent too much time moving the workforce around. That's why I'm hoping that we can go through a period where the over 21s will just flow into here. So we've got our first one here. Probably, yeah, because when the workforce actually comes in to here, I'm also starting to think that maybe we're getting close to the point where we're going to need an orphanage, but I'm still trying to put that off, because the orphanage, once you start using orphanages, then you've got to make sure that you've got a full workforce in, otherwise if the kids don't get trained. I'm still a bit worried about where these guys are going. Why are you... I thought I'd cancelled all these jobs. Just have a quick look round as well. I don't want the people building out here. Just double check. Don't mind them coming to the road here, because we've got to get the prison online, which is a good segue into the next thing I need to talk about, which is we need to get the water supply out to here. I'm not too worried about up to here. So what I'm going to need to do is, we got that built, we need to build that, we need to build that, and we need to start pushing the pipeline out here. In fact, I think, let's see, I think if we get the ground crew on this one and this one as well, I think this is actually, yeah, this is getting to the point where it's actually, what's the actual pipe? I think the pipelines don't actually need groundworks as such, do they? Obviously they do. Right, we're get the ground crew on that as well. Because there's no point building this and expanding out this way if we don't have a water supply out here. Sewage wise, I think we're no, we may need to work a little bit on the sewage situation as well. Let me just check. The prison may not be okay, we might have to put in, problem is it's going to have to flow uphill, so we're probably going to have to put in, didn't really want to do this, but I think we'll have to put in a sewage kind of drop off point here. Hopefully the whoops, big pipe, nice proper slope. That means that this is probably too high. Okay, we're gonna have to put you, put the rain on. Yeah, you're below that and you're below that. We just get rid of this. Yeah, there's a kind of an upward flow there. I think the only thing we can do is, I'm just going to give this a go. Right, we've got no 3 excavators. The alternative is, can I see the contour line? It's kind of on this rise here. Problem is this pipe here is kind of connected. The alternative is that we can't push down to here because I've done that. Got myself a little bit trapped here, haven't I? Well, I think, to be honest, then we've got the sewage drop off here. I think we might be able to handle the sewage directly from this, from here in the short term. And then I think what we may have to do is put in, let me just see. See, I don't really want to run another acid pipeline all the way down to here. I could, but that would be a little bit inconvenient just for one outflow. Now I think we're just gonna have to go with using trucks. I think that's unless I can find some way to get this connection in. I think if I could raise the ground level. Actually, we're just going to try something here. That would be close enough. I want to break that road, so will that do it? Icky. Very, very icky. I'm stacking one building on top of a pipeline. I think I've got away with it. I didn't think that would actually work, but and of course we'll have to put in a footpath into there. So that will cover this bottom section here. It just means that we're going to have a bit of a problem if you want to push out this way. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about, and this might be a bit controversial, but as this town grows, we're going to need more heating, better heating than this thing. So, and I think for the purposes of being able to keep everything moving forward, otherwise we're spending 20 years just doing nothing, I'm going to go for a heating plant. And I'm going to go geothermal. I could go for a full scale large one, but I think I'm just going to go with a medium. Now a medium one produces 2.4 tons of pollution, so we could kind of tuck it in about here. I don't want it too close, but I want it close enough so that it can provide local heat to these buildings here. So I'm gonna put a thermal plant in there like that, and then we'll put a there. Of course, what that means now is that, and then put in a come off the center there, and just hook that up as well. And eventually what we'll do is put a heat thing in here to cover this area, which would probably have to be in a very difficult place. Probably have to be somewhere about there. The church doesn't need heating. Actually, where's the heating plant? Sorry, I've lost it. I mean, this will cover most of that area. It's just a few buildings out the way, so it might pay to kind of put it, I think putting it in there would be, I should just do it, I suppose. I think if we put a heating plant in about there, but I need a mud road, there's no point wasting resources. And then this is where life could get a little bit interesting. Oh no, it's done it. Why won't that? And that will connect into there, and that will give us the permanent heat. And once that, and I think what I'll probably do is once this heating's been knocked off, I think we could want to check the factory connections here. We could possibly put in a lumber market here, so we won't. So once this is not needed, we could start creating some lumber in here for more construction. What that will mean is then I could then shut down this lumber production here, or just leave this running but low key. While we're here, you can see I've actually managed to get this actually farm running. So I think the fertilizer situation is improving. And I think the actual better combines working with the tractors is making a difference there. Right, so let me just get into here. I've got 5 workers in there. That's good. I'm going to leave these in the short term, but I think what I might do is use natural erosion for these. So rather than moving the residents, we'll let them live out their lives here, but they won't get replaced. And then when it gets down to, say, 10 or 20 people in here, then I'll move them in to better accommodation, because I can't afford to keep losing the loyalty by moving them around. Let's see if the loyalty is improving. That's still 22%. This one is improving. We've got, oh, what's this here? Oh, this is very concrete. We need the road crew on that. I'm not exactly sure how that got happened today. We'll push the priority up as well, because that's just kind of holding up this truck here. But it's probably got enough asphalt to finish the job as well. So we'll get that done. Right, I think we've done enough in this area for the moment. We can just let things trundle along quite nicely. Just to show you, I mean, the economy is, as long as I don't get too carried away with the building, the economy is stable, but it won't last like that forever because the price of electronics is always increasing. The other thing is, we'll just take a quick look at wear and tear. Buildings, 3,000 meters. Right, we've got the secret police small, so we are maintaining the buildings. Whole map. Oh, we've got a toucher truck here. These are working on the medium farm. Now that could be interesting. Just, they're still working, so he hasn't reached 51%, but we've got 3 trucks there which may need, oh no, they're actually in the farm. So right, let me just see. So our repair vehicle has just shown up. Okay, so I think he's just repaired the vehicles in here. He didn't stay very long, did he? Let me just see, what vehicles are you actually repairing? It's on the repair list, but he's working all the time. So there's a combine as well. I just love this game sometimes. Well, we'll just have to see how that goes. I mean, it's only 50%, so the truck won't break down. What have we got job-wise here? Looks like we've got the gravel production in here. This is machine replacement. I'm not seeing. That's down for machine. Well, it says it's being repaired, but I can't actually see where it actually. I think that's one's a bit odd, isn't it? Because it's not actually showing the repair itself, but it seems to be being repaired, and that's I'm quite happy with that. Right. Anyway, this is being built. We need to get that on there. We need the road crew on it as well. Because we can get across with this bridge and then get this finished. We can then get rid of this mud road here, and that means that I can then put the footpath in here. We can build the footpath connection into here. This is still being built. It just needs the workforce on it. Workforce, because I've still got 0 unemployment. I can't remember ever playing a game like this before, where I've got, hello, who said you could come up here and do that? Okay. Anyway, let's just get over to here. Traffic jam. I bet you that is on the, yep, it's the asphalt plant. Let's see. Yeah, we're still struggling with the bitumen. I mean, I'd like to import bitumen, but that's too risky. I can't afford that. I know I've got 200,000, but I'm trying to build this up for the expense of buildings like some of the more bigger buildings in this area, like the heating plant. Anyway, let's just get out to here. We've got the road here, so we're going to put the what we call it in here, and I think this one we're going to put in. This will need a footpath, so does this. So part of me, let's just trim this bit of road back like that. And we're gonna take a road along here, and then I think we'll keep the road going along here for the moment, and then I'm gonna take a road up to there. So those would be the long-term roads, and then what that means is that I can connect these up with the footpaths. And then now I'm kind of half tempted to use that corner market, but I don't think it's going to work for the shop. I need to go very low budget with this, because this is just going to be a very simple construction office thingy. And so here we go. We're gonna, I think I'm gonna go mud roads. I can design this. Got a mud road there, mud road there. So we're gonna put and then now this is going to be a pure labor camp or construction camp, so shop. And we're going to put the shops just in here. See it being, I think it'd be great if it stays in range. Actually, put it this side, we can guarantee it being in range of the, which type of shop are we putting in? Now I'm going to have to very carefully name this, because I can't read Cyrillic alphabet. Or you close shop. I'm not exactly sure why I've got the game on pause. We're going to need a hospital. I mean, this is going to be a grim place. Now, we do have a free hospital, and I am going to reuse these 3 buildings. The difference between, I mean, technically there's not a lot of difference between them like this. It's just this one doesn't need boards and steel. And this is part of the mod, that when you're building something like this, you can build a kind of very simple combination of buildings. This is definitely the hospital, isn't it? Yep. So we're just gonna just put this in, call it hospital, like that. Now we go cinema. Again, this has got the 3 similar. Well, it's not free. You've still got to provide a workforce, but you don't have to. You don't have to bring any resources out. And this is what I'm hoping. This is the spirit, and of course you can only build one of these. So, for example, if I come back into here, and try to do this, it will say that you can have one of one. So it's not really a cheat as such, you know. It's just a way of doing it. So we've got the shop, hospital bit here. Now, when it comes to residential, we come here. Now, there are some free residential buildings. If I can find them. Where are they? They're in here somewhere. Are they actually on the... Okay, let me just... Oh, maybe there aren't any free residential buildings. What we got here, so these are like 100 workers. So again, I'm just gonna, what I'm looking to get out here is, okay, that's the limit of, yeah, so well, put in, we'll have to put a substation out here. So that gives us 400 workers. I think we're going to need a substation, which isn't too bad because we're going to, now the problem is that we got this here. If I put a substation in about there, put a substation there, angle it a little bit like that, and then work. Put the full there, just make sure that is, yep, it's finished. That will give us the power to this area, but what I can do later on is play or plan a mainline power line out here as and when we go out this way. So we've got that in there. So we've got the shop, the hospital, the keynote. So we got cinema in here. We got enough for 400 workers. We're going to need a school. So again, the school's not free, but I think if we can kind of tuck the school just in here. There. Name you. Now the one building I am going to make an exception with respect to the putting it in here is the kindergarten, simply because the actual in-game kindergarten for the what we call it. Actually, no, we could probably do this. Just keep it going properly. Kindergarten. We've got a free one, which we can probably put down about there. Actually, we'll put the kindergarten up here. No, we'll put it opposite the school. For some reason, the kindergarten has actually got a road connection. That's okay. Well, once this is built, we can put that in. This would be the kindergarten. Because of course, all this will be torn down at a later phase. We are going to need maintenance and sanitation out here as well, along with water. We've got the sewage discharge, so we need to put that in. Let me just see. I think we can put this up about. Will that cover that? Yeah, I think that will cover that area. So we can kind of put you about there. Go underground. You into there. I think I'll leave the water for the moment because obviously I don't want this to. Now, where are we going to get? Actually, we'll do the water. Now we're going to get pollution from there. So we've got workforce there. My instinct is to put the water purification process or water treatment up here. Water treatment. What we're looking for. Now this is going to be a relatively small area because I think I'll be inclined to bring water in directly from there. So we're going to need gravel. Just looking through, we got this water treatment plant which uses chemicals. I don't really want to bring chemicals out here. We're going to use, we've got a groundwater filtration plant. This needs coal. Actually, that would be quite nice, actually. Because we are going to mine coal, aren't we, eventually? So, I think we'll put the filtration plant about there. Put you there, right on that junction. That. And then we'll just use the ordinary water wells. Need you in range of the power supply. Yeah, I think we'll put you about there. Of course, we're going to need a pump. I'll put a big pump in again just to give us that little bit of contingency should we need extra water. So I'll put you there. Always put large pipes in. Here, you can come to there, and then I have to put a. I think we'll just keep it relatively simple for the moment. I'll just put the two utilities side by side, like that. I could put a tower in, but I don't think I'll bother. Oops. Yeah, I think we'll put that one in like that. That would get the water supply into there. That gives us water and sewage and a long-term water supply, which is, that's probably going to be one of the bigger investments that we're going to have to do. We got kindergarten, the hospital, the keynote, food shops. I'm kind of thinking hall of residence for somewhere over here, because the workers in there who come over 21 want to go to university. I think maybe we need to do something a little bit about a university. Put a university in here somewhere. Where is it? Got that there. It's the theatre. Didn't I put a university in? I'm sure I put a university in here. Yeah, there's the university there. So we've really got scope for a hall of residence. So say for argument's sake we could put a hall of residence in there. They'd be able to walk with a footpath link through there. Let me just see. Educational. It's massive. Got a hall of residence there, next to the prison. I'm sure the students would appreciate that. Yeah, I think we put a hall of residence in there. It's within walking distance of the university. Well, can't build due to infrastructure. That's because there's pipes underneath. Okay, so much for that idea. We've got that there. We've got this pipe here. I don't think I've got anything else for halls of residence in my mod list. Probably one of the few areas where I don't have university. Okay, maybe a hall of residence is a bit smaller. Something in here. Oh, we got a bit of road there. Trim that road off. See if we can get a hall of residence in here. So, I think if we can move it a little bit that way. Yep. So we'll put a hall of residence in there. That can get built in its... Well, that can just get built by the ground crew. And then, so what that will mean is that whenever we get anyone over there wants to go to university, they can come to the hall of residence and go to this university. So it's all integrated in together. I think this is one of the things about this game. It can get very integrated. I think we're push the priority up on that. Can we get the ground crew on that as well? So we've now planned our remote construction office out here. So we're kind of expanding in this way. And eventually we'll be able to asphalt and upgrade this road once we've built this road through here. These guys are having fun building a massive road out that way as well. I'm not sure exactly why they got this way. Got roads coming back this way. I think if we can get this junction finished, it'd be really good. We're assigning get that built as well. Not that we really need it, but we do need to get things going. How many residents have we got in here now? 11. We're getting a few residents in here. You can see the slight difference with the loyalty. It's still a bit low because these are new students coming in, but oh wow, okay, we've now got this finished. We've got this is finished. Good. Time to change mixed waste. Oh, it's got no connection. Okay, that's not finished, but what we can do is use the one on this side to begin with. Hazardous waste, biological waste. Thank you, game. And that needs to go up a priority. A priority, no, can flip it over. No road crew on it. That explains why that's not. Oh, it says that road crew's on it, but right. What we need here is a couple of large waste trucks put into 3 of those. There's my money. And you can pick up from here. And unload there. And unload. Go on, game. You can do it. Now I'm going to have to be a bit careful. So we need to keep an eye on this, so that we need to deliver the right thing to the right place. Otherwise we'll have a bit of a problem. So I'm just going to speed the game up so we can get the trucks into there. Stop telling me my citizens. And what that will mean is that we will start to get in here. I'm not going to set anything here. I'm just going to let the game fill these containers up as and when. And what will happen is that the waste trucks, once one of these gets full to a full load, the trucks in here will then actually remove the biological waste or the mixed waste to the end. Well, that's the theory anyway. Okay, you should get into there. Right, you can load biological waste and mixed waste. You can unload mixed waste there, and where's the biological waste? There and there. We need this gas station built. High priority, please. Gravel, asphalt. Road crew. Not road crew. Groundworks. Get on work on that. So, what this will mean is that the actual waste trucks working out of here won't have to go roving all the way around the map now. In fact, I think we got our first. Nope, these guys are just waiting to spring into action. They've been all the way up to the gas station. Don't we have anyone collecting anything just at the moment? Right, this guy's going off somewhere. Ha! He's kind of defeats the object, isn't it? So he's going to go down, pick up all the waste from somewhere and take it all the way up there, then to take it to the dump. Maybe this isn't such a good idea. It's interesting to see where he's going actually. Why he's covering so much distance. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that big a problem if it does happen that way. I'm just curious to see where he's actually going. I mean, it's more the small trucks that interest me, because if he's going to where are you going? Yeah, he's just picked up from a whole load from here. 6.5 tons. Well, if nothing else, this would be a reasonable demonstration about how it should work. So then he's going to carry it all the way back. I think I'm going to need more coverage from the lower part, because I think probably what's happened is I don't have enough large waste trucks in the other technical office, I don't think. So, in fact, maybe I could centralize the waste trucks, the big waste trucks. I think that guy's off to do some fertilizing. Of course, I need to sort out these one-way roads as well. And what he should do, you can see there's a truck, the local truck, which is the ones I'm really interested in, these small ones. So we've now got that in there, and we've actually got this truck, not this one, is picking up the loads, and he's going to take up the stuff down the end. Okay, it kind of half worked. I think what I need to do is just go down, because I've got my waste trucks down. Where is it? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, I think the problem is that I don't have enough waste trucks. Probably the waste truck that's up here is wasting its time, because most of the industry is down here. So if I send the waste truck to there, you get, and yeah, there's no second waste truck in here at the moment, because of course I've got these small waste trucks here. Which one has got the best speed? This is 69 kilometers an hour. This one is 62. So these guys are actually better than these guys, but they... Okay. How are we doing here? Jolly old asphalt again. When I could get impatient, I've got 206. Let's see. Now these guys don't use that much asphalt. What jobs have you got? You're only working on roads. You're actually fixing the secret police station here. You can see it, resources on construction site. Okay, so this guy isn't actually doing anything, which is a bit unfortunate, I think. How much have you got in the way of asphalt? 16 tons of asphalt. Right, what I'm going to do is to try and alleviate the situation where I'm going to temporarily allow you to get asphalt from the custom shed. Need to keep an eye on money, but we've got 207,000. So I think from a perspective of pushing forward key construction, like say this one here, yeah, these just needs concrete at the moment, but I think we're just do it that way. If we can get this built with that 16 tons of concrete, because these guys are right, this house is now ready to go, so we don't need to build any more residences just at the moment. I don't want to waste money on that. This is built, but I don't think this can be built. Let me just see. Yes, it can. Yeah, that's still... We'll get that built through there. See, this needs 41 tons of concrete asphalt. I don't really want to commit to that. We don't need the heating plants yet. This is... Got a few workers moving into there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to not allow workers into here, because I think we've got enough workers in this area, but what I want is more workers into this area here. I think this is probably just going to need a bit of assistance from them. Gas station. We're going to put these guys on it, and we're just purchasing some asphalt to get this done. Okay. Right, looks like we've built... Now this one's going to be a little bit tricky as well, so I'm going to... Oh, this one's not finished yet. This... I think also we're going to do exactly the same with that one. Because if we can get this built, I can then build that little annoying bit there. Then we can work from that. So, how we doing? Right, just want to see if we've started to import. Yeah, we've already imported 10 tons of asphalt. Oh, yeah, I forgot all about the research. Not that the research is important at the moment, simply because we advanced. I think we'll go with advanced engineering and just check. I want to push out. Yeah, we need to go this way. I'm not worried about the steel cables, although conveyors could be quite useful because I think that opens up conveyors, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure that opens up conveyors. I would take a look at that. We're going to do advanced engineering there. I haven't really looked at cableways. Yeah, we need heavy cable poles, light cable poles, but we need the steel cables in order to allow conveyors. We might have a use for some conveyors somewhere. Right. It looks like we don't have any vehicles to be scrapped at the moment, so we can shut you down so we don't have waste workforce coming into here. Got a little bit of steel here. Who's picking up from here? 7 tons of steel here doing nothing. How are we doing here? 10 tons of stuff. I think I'll be okay leaving it just here for the moment. Right, we are pushing this. We need 48 tons of steel. Painful. It's going to be very, very painful. But I think if we can get this done, we can then start to consolidate this position and get things sorted out here. The only real downside with this is, I don't know, can I get a yard on this side? Because I'm a bit worried about I think maybe I actually need a yard, scrap yard here, dump to put the mixed waste into. How many tons is this? 270. I think I'm a bit inclined to go for the bigger one. Maybe work you on there. I'd like to kind of push it. Yeah, maybe we do need this as an intervention store, because if the separation plant fills up, we will need to be able to still dump waste here. So the only problem I've got now is whether we can get a just do a check with my favorite ones. Yeah, we can still get a conveyor from there or from there. Just check. Just do it this way. Yep. Well, no, we'll just accept that and leave it there. Because that would be, the idea is the conveyor will come out here to a steel processing plant here, or we could split it and then possibly put a what we call it in here, some construction processing and also some steel processing just in here. That rail power line there would be a bit inconvenient. So we just got that there. Anyway, I'm just gonna let that build. These guys are waiting for pavers again. Let me just see, where are my pavers? You're still stuck up here. Kind of, I don't really want to lose that one. Where are you? Okay, I can afford to chuck you off of that one again. We're dropping off workforce here. Not much, but we really do need this to be. I was hoping. Anyway, the snow's arrived, so this is probably a very good cue to call this video to an end. Apologies that it was mainly patching up and fixing small things. Just to give you a quick review. Oh, the snowplow here. So this is working fairly well. Is probably the polite way of saying it. We've got a sewage truck here. All our garbage truck there. Just a quick check with the overlay. Yeah, everything's on green here. And everything's on green there. So we're looking good. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.